Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. First up, we got gaming and entertainment giants here. That's SVL, Supreme Ventures, trading in their shares. Advisory from the company that a connected party sold down 50,000 shares on February 9th, 2022. Now, the company out west, Montego Bay Cargo Handlers Limited, CHL, ticker symbol, dividend declaration, and it's a good one here. The company's board of directors meeting was held on February 10th of this year. An interim dividend of Jamaican 12 cents per share. It was declared. It's going to be paid in March 22nd, 2022. Now, Tropical Battery Company Limited, talk about energizing its first quarter results here, doubling earnings on a per share basis or earnings per share standpoint here. Now, the EPS hitting Jamaican 4 cents per share versus 2 cents per share year over year for the comparative quarter. This is a quarter ended December 31st, 2021. Net profit 56.6 million Jamaican versus 19.04 million year over year. So Tropical Battery really stepping up its game here, getting some of these earnings that we wanted to see post IPO. Now the revenue jumped 661 million versus 450 million Jamaican. You analyze that, not as simple as that, but if you analyze that, you're talking on track here for 2.5 billion or so. For the audited year end, they were just below $2 billion. Let's just call it 2 billion. So this is some good growth now coming out of the Tropical Battery camp. Next up, we got Lasco Manufacturing Limited here, and talk about continuing to grow earnings by them and a strong Q3 here. Just a little bit of debt, just a small amount of debt, something like 8 million Jamaican or so, once you take out the current portion of the long-term debt by Lasco Manufacturing. Improving their third quarter by 43% by Lasco Manufacturing. Huge number here when you look at all the Lasco companies separately. Now, they grew their earnings per share to 10 cents per share from 7 cents year over year. And their revenue, the top line, they're getting that growing again, which is what we like to see. 2.39 billion from 2.06 billion year over year. Net profit figure 403 million versus 281 million year over year. And the cash bank balances, that's what counts. That's what's going to get them to do deals, some capex, anything like that, and short-term investments. You add those two together, just above 2.5 billion Jamaican dollars. Last up tonight, we got Pulse Investments Limited. Talk about earnings continuing at a blistering pace for Pulse. This is the second quarter for the Pulse. Revenue hit in stride, 215.5 million versus 167 million Jamaican year over year. Earnings per share surging 50% here. 6 cents per share versus 4 cents per share for the Pulse team. Net profit, including fair value gains on investment property, grew actually to just under 400 million, clipping in at 398 million. The fair value appreciation on investment property was actually 250 million of this. I'm Mark Croskery. Have a fantastic weekend. This is Business Live.